was a while back.
No, I'm talking about those cookies.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I wanted. It's something wholesome.
Yeah.
Because you're a family man.
I'll come over there.
You're a man of family. I'm a single guy. So you all right? So Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
I might as well do a topical video on something wholesome. So you got the wife, you got 3 kids.
Yeah.
You got the loving family unit going on. So what'd you do for Valentine's, and what are your plans?
So is this going to air prior to Valentine's Day? If so, I won't reveal the gift idea.
Well, I mean, they're not going to see it, are they?
No, that's true. So anyway,
I asked you earlier if Abby was going to watch this.
she might.
How?
She has YouTube.
All right, this will be the Valentine's Day release. I'll put it unlisted, and then I'll have it release.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
She watches them with me. She doesn't go searching
It'll
for
release.
them. I'll put them on my TV.
It'll release. But
So
yeah,
anyway.
you're wholesome.
So my Valentine's Day plans so far, obviously we're going to spend time with the family. I talked to you about how we've cut red dye 40 out of their diets.
Sure.
So it's been linked to a lot.
Everything's red dye 40.
Everything has red dye 40.
Day.
Anything you look at has red dye 40 in it. Even things that you wouldn't suspect, like tonight.
This seems real vegan to me.
It does. Yeah, well, I just don't want my kids to get colon cancer because of red dye 40. I'm going to have them get it from red meat.
So what happened to you?
Huh?
So what about us? Are we fucked?
We're screwed, man. There's nothing. It's too late for us. So, looking forward to the future generations. So anyway, that being said, they see these cookies at the store, the red dye 40 cookies. And I'm like, I'm not getting those. I'm not getting that processed bullshit. So I started looking into it, and I'm like, you know what? I can just make cookies how my grandma and I used to make them when I was a kid. Make them from scratch. So I started making them. I still have a recipe book. So I get home, I'm like, I'll buy the stuff, and I'll just make them when I get home.
Sugar, flour, butter, salt.
Yeah.
A little baking soda.
So I go through...
Make them crusty.
Yeah. I go through my... I was like, I'm going to take a shortcut, though. We're going to ice them, and I'll just add... I bought red vegetable-based dye.
Yeah.
So I was like, this will be pink, how they want it to be. But I bought white, like Duncan Hines vanilla frosting. I get it home, my wife says, did you check if it has red dye 40? I'm like, look at it. Does it have red dye 40 in it? It'd be red if it did. And she's like, just check. Sure enough, yellow 5 and red dye 40. I'm like, why? I look it up. It's because it gives it a more buttery, golden color. Yeah. That hue that makes you think it's homemade. So immediately I got pissed. I threw it in the trash. I just threw the whole can.
You should have given it to me. I'd eat a whole fucking can of that frosting.
Yeah. Well, it's not too late.
I'd be dipping like pretzel. Yeah, give me some trash frosting.
Yeah. Put the lid back on.
So you made cookies?
So I made cookies, and yeah, I made them. I put little decorations on there.
Send me a picture.
I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, I'll put it on the overlay.
But yeah, I've got some.
You went all out.
Yeah, I got I Love You. I did white frosting, added a little bit of red, made pink.
Ugly duck.
Ugly duck, because that one got bent up a little bit.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. They look good.
Yeah, and then I did one for. I made one for the baby, one for Max, and one for Adeline. Yeah, so just threw some cookies together.
So when you did your cookies, did you press them or did you cut them out, stamp them?
I just balled them up and threw them on parchment paper and let them cook.
Oh, so they reduce down and then you or spread.
Well, they puff up,
and
then you pull them out, let them cool, and they sink back down.
Right on.
And then they're super chewy. But yeah,
good.
We made cookies without red dye 40, and then smashed them. They're delicious.
Send me that picture.
Yeah, and then for gift ideas, we got the kids like sleeping bags. I got them like these sleeping bag kits.
You have to get the kids? Is that something?
You don't have to. I chose to. I saw something cool that I wanted to get them, and I figured this is a good reason to get them.
That was a thing. I ain't getting shit for anybody.
So what are your Valentine's Day plans?
And for the wife, I got a special gift, but we'll talk about it later.
I got.
Are you just gonna feed her the hog?
I got her a wallet.
Feed her the hog.
Oh, nice.
I got her Coach wallet to match her Coach purse.
You just feed them the hog.
Yeah, I got her a spa day.
Nice.
That's nice.
Nice.
Oh, I got Abby's nail appointment too.
That's all I did. And I had her do it.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna Venmo her the money.
Well,
nice.
I had Abby make her nail appointment too for Valentine's Day. I'm just gonna have her pay with the card from my checking account because she doesn't have any money of her own. She's a stay-at-home mom.
Well, I'm a single guy.
What are you doing?
Valentine's Day is the hardest day to find a hooker, so I'm probably just gonna phone it in. I don't know. I might go out to the bar. I might go out to the bar. I might clean shave
What you
up.
need to do is go to Grant's and get yourself
cut
some of
the
those
air out.
chocolate
Hey, you know,
strawberries.
I'm gonna cut the air out.
I went to this
hair out of
place
my
a couple
ears.
weeks ago.
A lot of destitute, desperate-looking women.
Yes.
They still got their winter weight on from 2019.
Yeah. I
Because
think
of
it was
fucking
called,
COVID, nobody did exercise
the
during it.
Petrie Club.
Oh.
I'm out on this one. What's the Petrie Club?
We went to a fucking stag, and then him and his brothers and his cousin and T went over to the Petrie. I was a designated driver. They must have had at least 20 beers apiece, if not 25. And
It was a lot of beer.
There was we had to empty the table, and the table was still covered by the time we left.
It was
there
bad.
were 2 tables.
It was
covered.
bad.
There was a lot of beer. But anyways, this old lady was having a birthday. I can't remember her name. You probably do. Something Ann, Mary. I don't know.
I got a picture of it.
Yeah, but
I had several pictures. Thanks. Somebody took pictures of me with this woman.
her friend was the hanger on because she had a son in the Navy or something. What was her name again?
I don't fucking know. No idea. All I know is that
It was the same as that historic submarine that had all those kills from the Galloping Ghost of the
Galloping Ghost of the China Coast. Eugene Flucky.
Eugene Flucky.
USS Barb.
Barb. That was her name, Barb. See? Brought it all together. Yeah. Whew.
The USS Barb. You know about the USS
her
Barb?
niece
No, tell me about the USS Barb.
USS Barb is that
This is a
ship.
point of history.
That submarine sunk more tonnage than any boat in World War II.
Yeah.
And you don't even know about it.
Single boat.
It was sold to the Greek Navy, and then they scuttled it.
Irish. Or no, I'm sorry. Italian. Italian Navy.
It was Italian.
Italian
Navy.
Navy.
I stand
Yeah.
corrected. Yeah.
To the tune of like $100,000 or some shit. And then
The
they
most.
just
It
scrapped
should be in a museum. It's
Yeah,
now
it should have been.
scrapped.
Fucking scrap.
So, the commander of this sub, his name was Eugene Flucky, and they nicknamed him the Galloping Ghost of the China Coast.
Yeah, Lucky Flucky.
Lucky Flucky.
Yeah.
He has killed. He's the only submarine captain to have a kill of a train.
Freight train.
A
They
freight
sunk,
train.
They sunk a train.
A freight train.
Managed to sink it.
Train on the water, boat on the tracks. What? How did they sink a train?
They got out of the sub,
Yeah.
used a rib boat to get to the shore, and blew the fucking lines up with the fucking. The train was just going over it, blew
They
it
had
sky
the-
high
yeah, they had
into
the
the water.
Trips.
What, like a bridge?
No, it was on land.
Like, yeah,
and they blew it
on
on
a ridge.
It was so the detonation was so bad. It was on Japanese soil.
Yeah.
It blew the train into the water.
So they were the only Navy to actually, I believe, set foot on and conduct a kinetic operation on Japanese mainland.
Mainland, not Okinawa, not
an island,
not Iwo Jima,
and
Japan.
Flucky had actually done not 5 tours, but five command iterations. What they call those?
Which, and they were only supposed to do 3.
Yeah, because they would either get indecisive or make unnecessary risks.
Yeah, take unnecessary risks and become very conservative after 3. That's what they.
But he managed to do
5. He slipped through the minefield, got into the Japanese harbor, just sunk. I don't know how many ships.
It's like 27.
Yeah, and then
27 ships.
turned
killed
around,
submarines, and sank a fucking
and
freight
sank
train.
a freight
Supply train.
Yeah, true story.
Yeah.
He
mines.
He would be on my wall because he was basically a general by the time he died. General in the Navy, I don't know, admiral, whatever.
Yeah.
He would be on my wall, but I cannot find a motherfucking picture of that guy.
Because as a U-boat, you're a captain, which is the equivalent of a full-bird colonel.
But he became a rear admiral.
Flucky.
And I cannot find a picture of this motherfucker because he would be on my wall.
Why are there no photos of him?
I have no idea.
There are somewhere.
Yeah, the Medal of Honor, by the way.
Yeah.
Medal of Honor, recipient.
One of the highest decorated U-boats and, I believe, boats, period.
Yeah.
During the war.
Mm-hmm.
And
so much so that FDR wanted daily updates on what he was doing.
To track it.
Because
and another thing to his credit was missile battery, or not missile battery.
Oh,
rockets.
Battery. He was the first one to say, hey, why don't you give me some rockets so I can get land targets?
Yeah.
And he had rocket batteries whatever, welded or
Basically,
whatever. The fuck.
angle iron. With tubes.
Angle iron with tubes, and they would go.
Yeah.
They would surface,
set them up,
and fucking
yeah,
send artillery onto the land.
rocket artillery.
So
There's a book. There's a book.
Nice.
I forget what the book's called, but Lucky Flucky, the Galloping Ghost of the China Coast.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got to hang out with Barb.
And we got to hang out with USS Barb.
USS Barb. She had battleship hips.
And you know what? She kept saying,
She had loose lips.
I'm not doing
everything was in H's.
Everything was in H's. Your mouth breathing like
My son was in a Navy.
We are kicked out.
I love
Hollywood
Patriots.
Casino.
Yeah.
Go lay down. Go lay down.
So this is a recent story.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is 2 weeks ago.
Oh shit.
So yeah, I don't have any Valentine's Day plans. So
No.
maybe I'll go.
To Petrie and see.
Maybe I'll go to the Peaches.
Harv
is hanging out with her drunk friends and her hot ass niece.
Oh, her hot ass niece. Yeah, you're right about that. She was.
What took you guys to?
Because the
The
Petrie,
stag was right next door.
there is a hall.
Oh, I do remember you told me you had a stag party you had to go to.
Yes, there is a hall connected to the Petrie Club.
Yeah.
So you go.
With
We
your
went to
brother,
the hall. Yeah, we went to the hall for the stag.
You want to get him that hat?
We went to the hall for the stag, and then
I thought you were gonna put it on.
Yeah, he just likes to suck on it.
and then we went. We just walked. So we drank a bunch of beer at the stag. They had drafts. I was drinking drafts. Then I moved to Coors Lights, and then we left, and it was Guinness. We drank them out of Guinness.
Then drank him out of Guinness. Drank the whole bar. They were like, "Hey, there's no more Guinness." We're like, "Yeah, Coors Light. We'll cruise on that." What a night!
Yeah. Me and Mike got in a fight on the way home. Everything's good now.
Yeah, that's good.
But
Did he announce and continue his?
yeah, so far so good.
God bless him. God bless him.
But you know, like 2 days later, we were talking like it was normal. You know,
Of course.
he's like, I feel like such an ass.
He was so apologetic to me. I was like, "Fuck you." No, I was like, "Give me a beer next time you see me." Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Sorry.
Happy Valentine's.
So anybody that can
Hardest day to find a hooker.
anybody that can find a picture of Eugene Flucky,
I'm sure you can find one.
believe me, I've looked. I'm pretty good at finding obscure shit.
You can talk to these people to find it. That's their job, apparently.
Maybe.
Have it added to
Thinking.
your wall of generals.
Absolutely, he deserves it.
Yeah.
Do you think if you put your hat on, Schmidt, he'd look like Quint from Jaws, and he'd talk to you about the USS Indianapolis? Black eyes, like a doll's eyes when they come at you.
Then when his teeth sink in, the eyes roll over white,
There it is.
yeah, and the water turns red. Bumped into a friend, Cleveland. That is such a powerful scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quint. Fucking Robert Shaw.
Somebody take me home.
Do you remember?
Robert Shaw?
Do you remember?
He was
I wanna go to bed.
Robert Shaw. He played two nemesis. He played the Nazi commander in Battle of the Bulge, and then he played the Russian in From Russia with Love.
He died 3
Yeah.
years after being Quint.
Nothing like going out on
Do
top.
you remember SeaWorld in the Jaws show?
I don't remember the Jaws show.
They had a
mechanical shark.
I remember the laser light show, and you could see the shark. And
The one in Aurora?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had the Jaws show.
Because we go to Geauga
Shamu?
Lake and you could see it.
I don't even
Yeah.
know which Shamu it was, but
And
they
then
had
for a
Shamu.
short
They
time,
had
you had,
Shamu.
like Shamu
was
1,
it
2, 3,
SeaWorld
4,
Worlds of
5.
Adventure where they had,
Yeah.
like, or was it Six Flags Worlds where they combined both the
Yeah,
SeaWorld
they
and...
finally put a bridge in. You could
Yeah.
walk across.
I
In
walked
Geauga
across
Lake,
one admission.
You can Geauga Lake. You can go
Yeah.
back and forth.
Whatever
Yeah.
happened to that?
It's still there. It's just not.
There's
I mean,
nothing
you could
going on.
go there.
I think they're actually tearing things out to start a development. We ought to go there just to.
You could walk
You
in
can-
there. It's
can
all.
you walk
Oh
in
yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Dude, we should go.
Yeah, I got my drone.
Bring
You
your
can
freaking
walk into
GoPro,
that
we can
whole
walk
thing.
in.
It's all
Yeah.
gone.
I remember the
I mean,
Texas
it's not
Twister.
gone.
Bring our
It's there.
bikes.
Yeah, we're riding bikes.
It's there. It's just not. It's just abandoned.
Yeah.
It's an abandoned amusement park.
All right,
It's probably freaky as shit.